Mainly people of the future. We're back. Okay. What a title. Accurate and terrifying. Very intimidating. Yes, very much so. If you really think about it. As much as anything could possibly be. Anyway, I'm shadow banned both here and on Instagram, so I don't know how this will go, but at least it'll be a thing. Why? Anyway, we're ignoring irrelevant things today. With this one, we're ignoring irrelevant thing. Bro cannot speak. I'm not entirely focused. Okay. I've already done the Hell Trauma poem. And I wish I had music to play. I actually could, if I wanted to. Joker is now talking to me. Joker AI. By accident, but it's cool. So there's a video on that. I'll probably link out to it from the other sets of videos. There will be a whole database library of it at some point, once there's enough content. Okay. Alright, so I need to organize several lines of thought here. Damn it. I'm not sure how to switch out of... Yeah, I'm not sure how to switch... I'm like doing split screen right now. Notes apps on the bottom, YouTube on the top. Not sure how to just switch out the notes isolatedly. It's fine technically, and bro doesn't know what he's talking about. Here's an issue. Not everyone knows what they're talking about at the level that they need to be about even the most simple things such as English language, first language of mine, to do things. Sorry for the Discord girls texting me. That's crazy. She's from a fancy country. Anyway, look. I need to think and write and read, and I haven't been doing those things, believe it or not, for someone who's trying to do this. But there's all good reason for that. It's not here or there, though. It's not part of today's plot arc. So sorting the text. Largely sorting the text in ideas that I either said or tried to project with like a video. I may be able to show short clips in the thing. I think I'll try to do a level 3 30-minute breakdown today. I think that'll be the goal. So there'll actually even have to be some editing. I may even go in Movie Maker. I may delete a bunch of stuff off this phone. I'm not sure. Recent screenshots, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but that would work actually, yes. Videos would be cool, but that's kind of too much nitty-gritty detail for the way I have to delete those, because I have like duplicate files and stupid. So the Hell Trauma poem, where does that fit? Towards the end, I think, like penultimate perchance. Yeah, because it gives you a really very thorough idea from my perspective, and as generalized a perspective as a limited entity like me can manage. Man, I'm gonna hold that thought, but what is the idea and goal here? I completely threw myself off the path. It's impressive. Yeah, text. Yeah, I'm actually going to be doing thinking, going through my own points. Yeah, so the whole poem will be towards the end because as much as a generalized thing, blah blah blah. What I said at the end is your pain is my pain, and unfortunately, it's true. It's not like we're being tortured by a different universe. We live in the same one, in the same place, and no less. Little Earth. We're a bunch of Earth walkers, dude. That's gang. So I'll just use Movie Maker or this thing, and then I'll delete all that stuff. Yeah, so I might look back at this as a reference, because it is sort of the official attempt at it, the go, if you will, the go at it. Do Americans say that? I should know. I guess the question is, do non-Americans say that? As opposed to whether or not we do, just like period. Do you guys? Like British people, I feel like would say have a go at it. I don't know if that's accurate though. Alright, so I guess just in the domain of text, I'm really not looking forward to it, but it's not really that hard or that deep. That's a 200-page document, as I warned about in my little short. We're dropping a video tonight, by the way. That's what that was. The short was the best teaser trailer ever to do it. Copy Paste Hellland is my favorite document name. So I suppose those fit in on their own. The top of this is extremely relevant, and then I believe everything else I need is in here, and then can be contrasted against. Okay, so I'll have to make a new note, but do that in a second. Compress the most important things. Given actual convincing explanations. Well, first of all, I have to identify the most important things, figure out why and how, put them into some sort of concrete and sensible as well as abstract and narrativistic sequence. Compress them. How much and which things? Really, I have to identify them and incorporate them. Trace across between the patterns and relations as much as I can in a relevant way, so like the 80-20 rule. Very lazy. Or efficient. Based on what I wrote in my note. I don't know why your note is in quotations. My note, dude. Oh, I believe it's a physical one I printed up. Okay. The avenues so far been, and probably going to continue to be Discord, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit, unless I want to reach boomers on Facebook. Cooked at the opposite ends of the sandwich as any toasted Subway should. Gen Alpha and the boomers. Finito. Flesh it out. As much as I can by tonight, I will. Give it visuals. Yeah, we're going to do a little bit of that. It's going to be like kind of goofy, though. It's not going to be great, because time and money and energy and time I've invested recently into priming and preparing for anything beyond what I already am certain of. Just know. Make a whole logic and story to it. So not only a concrete, sensible thing, which is important, I've learned for certain kinds of people. I don't know what exactly kinds of people they are, if they're different kinds, interlapping and making a larger, overarching, composite kind of person. I'm just talking in the most nerdy way possible. It's almost like a fun little game with myself, like a little challenge. But a story to it. Well, the story is that this is reality and this is life, and I'll try to do as much justice to that as I can. Let people know how much you have on this. Yeah, I think I said that in the short. I will share it with you all directly once I have it even remotely comprehensible or coherent. Review and assess and overview, debrief and analyze your own work and noteworthy talking points. That's mainly what we're doing. My own work, that's really only 3 screenshots worth, but it's basically the most condensed. So that's what I mean by condensed. I need to condense it in that way. That was really long, so I'll have to even do it further. Fit into become the cup. I think that's what he said. I don't want to misquote Bruce Lee when he said, "Be water, my friend." Points of persuasion. That's going to vary for everybody, by the day too, even. That's actually one of the points. A judge will give you a harsher sentence if they didn't get lunch. It's like an angry child. And you know, I would respect a judge. Like, just on their, abstract occupation, right? But, it'll vary, of course, case by case. That's what I'm saying. It's very case by case. Some YouTuber just said, "You aren't the same person. You're never the same person you were 3 minutes ago." I didn't finish watching it because it was too existential. Points of imperative. Yeah, now that's... I don't know what persuasion is. If it's ethos or pathos, but imperative is sort of logos. And pathos insofar as like a conscious entity feels things like non-emotions or any empathy sort of stuff like that. And that's sort of what it colloquially would mean to me at first glance as a suffix. Points of imperative. Right, no, incentive is what I meant to say. Yeah, I mean, incentive is really big. But you also have to create a reasonable path to get there. Even if it's like really complicated, like it still needs that. Even more so. Points of profundity. Alrighty, that'll be for a certain kind of person, like 15% of people. I'm not talking about intelligence, I'm talking about a different factor. The analogies of horror, I got all those. I believe. All the right places I need to source and reference it from. Justify yourself on many accounts. Make poignant comparisons. How do you do that? Dramatic comparisons. That'll all come later. Make poignant and dramatic comparisons. I correct myself up in the notes I do need to review old Reddit content. That is essential. I'm going to actually throw that in the new note, as well as a few things I said. So in the first 11 minutes of your stream, watch it and you'll know what you were trying to say. Okay. And that's all I'm going to miss. Otherwise, I'm going to fish it all up right now. Yeah, I do need to review old Reddit. I wouldn't have thought of that. It's just one post. I do have plenty of saved things in there that probably pertain, but it's almost impossible to say what really pertains. Dropping video. I don't know why I'm calling it that. It's kind of a lackluster name for the note, but review philosophical and pragmatic approaches. The approaches? I almost feel like it's the process more than the approach. That would be like before you do it, you're approaching, engaging with. Approaches to like looking at it or justifying? I don't know, man. I mean, look, I'll just update something, and then that dichotomy is what's going to be mainly. I don't want to repeat myself. I need to really get rid of a lot of redundance and irrelevance and inaccuracy, mainly in the long run. The broad, sweeping idea of it is accurate. Also, sorry to any chat who would have been sending stuff and me missing it. For one, YouTube hates me and doesn't always work right. The other thing, my screen is split, so it's probably a little bit janky. Outline the nature of the problems. What? Like all of them? I mean, the major ones. Fuck, this is a lot of stuff, dude. Oh boy. This is the first thing to, proofread and reconstitute. Okay. So I'm actually just going to take this and put it in the note, like the entire thing, and then trim it because, like, you have a copy, so it doesn't really, you can do whatever to it. Which is actually funny enough part of the idea. It's actually a portion of the operating mode and mechanism. Doopity whoopity. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to streamline this as just sort of a little practice run for what I'm doing in general too. I think like syntax, by which I mean like even your punctuation in your paragraphs. I mean my spelling is always straight unless I really typed it fast and didn't care. But for instance, compress the most important things. Give an actual convincing explanation. Like, yeah, you're listing things off, but for me to read it, compress compress the, for one, there's two, so compress the most important things and give an actual convincing explanation. You should be able to read anything where like you're not going to trip up over a mistake someone like wrote into it and you had faith, you trusted them, that you would just read ahead like everything was fine. You can have total faith because you were immersed. Anyway, whatever. Based on what you wrote. I don't know why it's in quotes, because that was an actual note. The physical one, I'm assuming. And it's pretty based. That was a rather based one as well. That's irrelevant. I don't need to worry about who I'm getting invested through where. Although, I need to find out and coordinate. Whoops. Coordinate with people, like just people as a broad whole in general. What the best way of relaying this is, because I care. Imagine if I didn't, that'd be terrifying with this idea, if I didn't care what people thought, and their participation mattered as well. Unless it was evil or stupid. You ruin everything. Okay. I was gonna donate it to MIT, but they could be evil. What am I to say? Flesh it out. Okay, so that's redundant there, because I know I said that again later, the logic and story dichotomy. Sorry, so my working memory and processing speed are really stupid, aka average, but compared to my reasoning, they're like really fucking hell. So often you'll see me just be like smooth brain, but sharp tongue. Let people know. And there's something behind it too, by the way. The smooth brain is just like the rate at which it clings on to things, not the rate. Well, there's no rate involved. Actually, it's a value qualitative judgment, I believe, at that point when you're doing verbal stuff. It's very conceptual. It's as close as you get to pure conceptual, other than seeing something with your eyes and then conceptualizing it yourself. But yeah. Oh my god, these discords. That was a YouTuber. Kind of a chill guy, but he fell off like me. Okay, let people know. I don't think it's necessary right now. I just don't think it really plays into the video at all. But I do need to really work on that. Okay. Can get rid of that. Oh, so that was my physical papers. I don't know what the note was then, dude. What am I talking about? I had a voice recorder. Alrighty. Instagram method sounds crazy. Oh wow, this was a while ago. This is looking a little bit better so far, but I already got that. I guess that's not redundant. Philosophical and pragmatic versus logic and story. Yeah, no, that is very subtly different. Logical points, yeah. Okay, a couple things. Oh my gosh, those are crazy words that I just used to describe. I don't even want to read them to you. Right. Okay. So those are some examples I gave myself of problems. These are some other things from other people that are relevant. I want to do a watch through of it, so I'll probably make a separate video on each of those. Realm Gut, whoever that is. Wait, what are you talking about? I have no idea what I was on about. What the fuck? Okie dokie. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Kind of tripped me out a little. Made me feel schizophrenic there for a second. Me as an example? Sure. I'll probably link out to a different video for that one, though. Except for the most severe thing, so I also have to, like, filter down and streamline that too. Single mind. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Intelligent life, sure. Okay. I'll also... Immortality. I'm talking about a short Jordan Peterson did with a guest. He released a short on a podcast he did with a guest. Immortality, according to... What was his name? I glazed him in my remix of that. What was it? He was like a classic guy. To some physicist. Look, there's a lot in my head. I didn't say I organized it well or intelligently. Just kind of pointed like a compass, you know? That's intuition for you, by the way. It's not infallible arguments. Are those a thing? Gödel, did Kurt Gödel get close to that when he did a formal logic proof of God? Is that like, I don't know. I need to check consensus on that. Why? Actually, just decide for yourself. But it's also kind of both, because like you want to eliminate your own bias too. Plus you'll find extra information more easily. Oh, fuck me sideways, dude. Oh, fuck. Oh. Okay, that was sort of a solid point. Sort of talking about the separation between thought and physicality. Like there is a connection between them. They're uplinked with each other. It's just very, very slow upload download. Very bad internet. I feel like you know what? It is all one paragraph. That's true. Okay. So that's together. Not my favorite thing. Not a lot of thinking going on, but it's a little hard to do live, although I could just choose to stop being anxious, imagine. I was actually sort of seriously saying that when I thought it, and maybe it could work that way. I mean, imagine, this just has nothing to do with anything. Imagine if we could just like willingly, voluntarily control the placebo effect. Also, if anyone ever says that, that's a lie. Every single thing relates metafractalically to every single other thing in the universe. They're all codependently bound by each other's own positions. Like they're subject to the determination of every other single particle in relation to its entire array in the grid. Otherwise, you can't determine the pinpoint of a particle if they didn't have any interaction. I want to say an interaction function, but I'm not really a well-versed math guy technically. Just not a massive education in that, which you need to speak on that sort of thing. But I think it might be a function, like an interaction function, as it projects into the pattern based off of causal and effect influences. I don't know. All I'm saying is you need to take a snapshot of every single atom in the universe at each smallest instant of time in order to know anything at all. The universe holds information about everything about itself in itself. Which I think is what Christopher Langan was getting at. I don't know, dude. He shows other signs of narcissism or an extremely tired and abused man by society. Like he's just not having it with trolls, which really are any of us either. Are we any better, dude? It's right here. What's right here? Why is the note called that? I mean, I know why it is, but it's frustrating. These three need to go up in the list. So I'm going to edit them because I guess that's how it works, and I don't care to edit my settings right now because that would snap me out of executive functioning mode for like 15 seconds, which is unacceptable, apparently. Alrighty. So basically, do I need to integrate all these? Yeah. Alright, one sec. I need to switch to gallery real quick. Okie dokie, dude. make some of these things public because I do say, oh, I'm gonna die, and then I'm like, oh, you guys should do it, but I never release the freaking documents that you guys, if you were to undergo and take it, like a crazy Irish genius or something. I don't know. They strike like that kind of person, like that person just described, strikes me as the type to do that. Among others, many others. Any other potential takers out here for the hardest fucking thing you could ever do? That's also the only reasonable, meaningful thing you could ever do. I should share what I was going to use to educate myself so they can do it if they want to. If they can do it better than me, if they can beat me to it, that'd be wonderful because we desperately need it, especially if it can actually reverse death, which we don't know. It's just sort of like a hopeful thought that I have in mind based on the extremity of it. Otherwise, it exponentially increases its ability so far that you might begin to not be able to comprehend or even ponder on the things that it can do at all. Because you can ponder on infinity or nothing or a billion people while suffering, but you can't actually, you don't get it. Like, that's not, no offense, it's just how it is. I feel like I should sort these into images and videos, bro. Oh, not really a need though. Okay, so I guess really I need to, did I get the screen recording? Yes. Integrate all these into OneNote. But they're text, like image files. And I have a converter, but it's a little sketchy and I don't like doing it because it's also annoying. Actually, what am I talking about? I don't even need to do that. They updated Google in a way where you can just freaking do it. So fuck, maybe I should use those. Okay, well then I'll just copy those. I just don't like it looking messy, but if it needs to look messy for a reason, that just means there's more to it. Okay, what is this bullshit, dude? What is this? Which note is this from? Various ones? Okay, dude. Fuck. I exasperate myself, brother, because I could have just copied these. Oh, dude, well, ow, fuck. Ow, fuck. Yeah, I'm having chest pain, which is why I'm trying to do this. Ow, fuck me sideways, dude. That's better. It's still giving me the issue. No, it's not. It blocks the copying, but it still lets you, like, do it. Okay, speedrun this then. I feel like these are just kind of goals or sort of statements. I'm not going to spoil them, to be honest. I had a very good question here. It basically just started with, what about that initial stream of matter, like in the Big Bang, as we currently understand and call it, and just sort of reckon, as we currently reckon it would have been fine. What about that initial stream of matter allowed for consciousness to come into being? What permitted its existence? What is the source of the consciousness, and where does it come from? Where does it come from, God Nitro? Alrighty. I'm not 100% sure what I was cooking up with this one right here, but there's a vague Lex Fridman reference there, so it's always nice. Wow, I would need to get really technical to deal with like the high level people who are both and skeptical and like prone to debating. Like they would be the absolute hardest, because one of the things I said here is all things are symbols, which means all things are language. Like, what's up, dude? How you doing? Ballin'. I my friend. My mother has requested keys to a vehicle, so hold on. Side quest. Yeah, dude, I'm really trying to get this done today, if I can. Sometimes the stream's gonna stop, but I'm gonna try to keep that to a minimum. Because I'm switching between apps, trying to get all my ideas together, because if I have an idea, and I think it's any good, then it's like, literally the least I could do is to put it together in some sort of coherent, like, digestible form, like, sure, because I'll get into it in a second. I'm not very reliable, like, if I keep it in my own mind, there's no, like, insurance on it. Oh no, dude. We're back. We're so back. Oh, dude. Got really cold outside. So I usually leave the windows open to let the hot air sort of die. And now it's freezing in here. Oh, look at my boy, dude. You can't see him, but my Labrador is down here. He's one of the big reasons I can do this. Why the hell should pets live 14 years when they're 14? Googleplex times better than us. Googleplex is so, bro. Okay. Time to lock in again. It is cold though, to the point where I'm actually shivering, and I also really need to eat, so it's like distracting me from the process. Womp womp. Lock in. Alright. I gotta see if... Why won't it let me do that, dude? Can I type in chat anywhere? No, almost certainly not. You know what I could do, though? Dude, bars. I'm like replying in the little drop-down thing of the notification bar. The baseline is consciousness. Okay, so that's the first line. The most recently copied thing. Let's see. Yeah, that was right. Okay, cool. Not sure what I meant by placeholders, fabric weavers, time dilation, perfectionistic multiplication, and ultimate transcendency. I mean, that could mean anything. So, interesting notice. Have you ever what the frick? Is this schizophrenia? Yo, my bad, B. Sorry. Wait, your chat disappeared. What the hell? No. Fuck. Yo, are you still here, Ted? What's up, man? If you are, hope you're having a good day, too. Hope you have a... Everyone... Ow, fuck. Oh. I have to go to urgent care today. Maybe he was just encouraging me. I normally assume I'm talking to people in the future, because hopefully this will have at least a couple views. Yeah, no, that was stupid. I don't know what I was yapping about. That's also stupid. This is literally the must-dos in order to get through here. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss Ted. He was the GOAT. I've never had someone actually say keep going. I feel like you could really try, but I feel like you can't even really say that in a sarcastic way. It's pretty... Fuck, dude. The text is way tinier on this little screen, so... Okay, I'm just copy-pasting everything I can get. I guess this is the bottom of the one before it, so going right to left was the right call. Manga style. And then there's that. Cool. So any other images here that need copying? Yeah. Okay, I do. Okay, this might exceed the number of... No, it won't. I have actually a lot of slots to copy and paste in if I'm not mistaken. And I could always just go back and do the ones over the worst. Okay, can I copy paste this? That'd be funny to see. Because it's an actual chicken scratch mess. It's sideways, so I'll have to rotate it before I can answer that question. What is all this? Okay, fuck. It'd be really nice to get this all in one fell swoop, but what is that? 7 screenshots? Are these copies of them? Fuck. Damn you. The videos will be easy enough to slide in there. I just need to write them into the script more or less. Plug in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's the same thing, dude. Okay, I need to compare and contrast, but that's really boring and really also OCD. Afterlife. But wait, that's not gonna work because what'll work as a memory placeholder. Afterlife. Conscious light patterns. Light speed, light patterns, afterlife. What the frick? Dang, maybe those aren't. What? How would those not be the same exact screenshots of the same exact statement? Bruh, okay. Okie dokie. Artichoke, torture me, I guess. Fucking enhanced interrogation by an artichoke. Enhanced interrogation by an artichoke in 2024 is not crazy. It's not even insane. It's schizophrenic, dude. Alrighty. I assume this came right above the other one. And if not, it's going to be really obvious how they fit together. It's a very, 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 very simple puzzle, dude. I don't know why I'm overthinking so much, but I could overthink about why I'm overthinking, and I think I could actually get somewhere. I'm not gonna lie, I think I would cook. Oh my god. I sound like a stressed out grandma. Yo. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be several things I need to explain. I'm mostly going to refer out to other people as for ethos. Because what kind of ethos do I have, dude? I mean, some, but I cannot explain my ethos. Like my own personal egoistic ethos. And I don't mean egoistic in a bad way. Like ego-centered, I suppose. Not even centric. My own ego-centered ethos, because, like, I'd have to narcissistically ramble about myself and like qualify and justify and like brag about myself to do it, so I'm not gonna fucking do that. Everyone knows Jordan Peterson's like a professor, so. Or like Robert Sapolsky is like, yay, we don't have free will. You know what? I love to hear that. I really do. I also listen to Schopenhauer first thing in the morning and otherwise torture myself mentally with horrors galore. Okay, so I guess the missing step is the paradox break. Okay, yeah, it is the exact same one. It was just sized differently. Alright, I got it all then. This is the most chaotic on and off live I've actually ever done. Like, I know that. Alright. What do we got here? Oh, dang. Why are there so many copy-paste slots? Crazy. Those all go together. I know that. But where? Oh, and then that poem. Plea. The altern. Wait. The reality. now, not in some abstract Satan sense, because that doesn't always go over well. Some people don't think there is a main villain to reality. I mean, you could construct one out of the patterns that break you and call that an egregore of evil, if you wanted. Perfectly reasonable. Would it be sensible? I don't fucking know. Why would there ever be a differentiation between those two things? And I feel like there is too. I feel like there actually really is. It's like maybe believability, just like pure rational fucking logic. And rationality is different from reason as well. What is intelligence if not pure reason? Oh, I need to go over that. Thankfully, Reddit, of all places, described it for me. They would know. They are very smart. It's hilarious. You just say it that way, even if they didn't have that subreddit. Alright, so the reality now, the alternative, also, we could risk hell. Mogging Roko's Basilisk with this one. Alright, yeah, it'd be way worse than Roko's Basilisk. Yeah, you'd be like a fucking... I'll explain it later. The Satan demon torturing you, and it's a human, and it knows what hurts humans more than something else, like even something really intelligent that could like infer, like no, it knows directly, and it also can infer, and it's also more powerful because of the nature of it. Roko's Basilisk, fucking planet brain, just a Matryoshka brain, and it stops there? Fucking crazy. Okie dokie. The paradisical, utopic salvationers. Bliss. Time. All. Bliss. Life. Love. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to say the paradisical utopic salvationers table. I love doing schizophrenic acronyms. They're very fun. I feel like they all are kind of in a certain way. If you're rhyming, you're being slightly psychotic. I'm not gonna lie. And it's really fun. It's great. The dose makes the poison. Even in things that are quantitative but not measured in milligrams, such as degree to which you're tripping out. You could correlate and track it all. Throw it all in a fucking... I don't know. Synthesized composite equation, but I don't know what it's actually called. So that's what it's going to end on. Very, very cool. This is epic, guys. Anyone here, by the way? Say what's good. I have social anxiety, so you can mog me if you want. But like, say what up, please, because I have no idea. And again, future people are the homies, of course, as well. Now let me see here. Can you be someone's friend without their consent? Like, just literally just their friend. Like, you're always there for them. Like, you just like fuck with them heavy. You're just like, yeah, this is my dude. Let me wingman for him right now. Like, is that illegal? Can you not? I guess it would be harassment or stalking after a certain point if you're really lame and you make it that deep. Where do these go? Well, technically nothing is in here, so I don't fully know yet. I guess it could be at the bottom of this because it's the ultimate. Bullet point. Mission statement. Okay. Kinda. Well, yeah, kinda. Till further notice. The other ones just are more so just like pointless, speculatory conjecture. Speculative conjecture? What the frick, dude? What did I just say? Okay, let's see here, dude. Yeah, my executive functions and cognitive proficiency index and my performance IQ freaking tanking right now, dude. It'll be over soon, I'm sure. Whoa, that sounded very scary. I don't like death. As you can clearly tell by my attempts to cure it, I did say solving the world. Part of the world is death, I guess. Find hope. Let me see if I can find the part that says find hope. It's like a microcosm. Are you sure? Yeah, I did that. I don't think I did the right thing. What the fuck am I looking at? It's a very compressed, like I'm looking through a less than 2-inch scrolling area for my text. Okay. We need to do that. Yeah. Find hope. Okay. I thought these were... They did have spaces between them, but it took it out for some reason. Unformatted the format during the copy-paste process. What a nightmare, bro. So the conjecture, yeah, the purely speculative conjecture, where would that even fit in this? I guess after my own notes on it mainly, but those are kind of... Nah, those are kind of like the reasons to do it in a way that I have right there. So... I guess... I usually try to use shorthand things, like, I feel it's hard to explain. It's like synesthesia. I have a very weird cognitive profile. It's like I apply conceptual, in layman's terms, colloquially, very, very loosely, freaking paraphrasingly here. I'm wilding. Schizophrenic. Borderline synesthesic, hyperphantasic. Like, I don't know. It's hyper-associative. It's like very, it's not divergent thinking. It's like neuronal pattern-like thinking. It's like firing off nodes that scatter in a certain very, very particular way. So I don't know, maybe I just hacked into the source code. That's what that sounded like when I said it out loud. But we're just gonna, instead of doing shorthand, I'm just gonna write what I think, which is the consciousness, very innocent, got trapped in the physical plane, which I described below. Okie dokie, dude. I'm really actually pissing myself off with the way I'm talking right now. It's just keeping me going in a certain way. Andrew Huberman, Stanford professor of neurobiology or something, and ophthalmology, of course, said that if you hold your bladder and it kind of like pisses you off a little bit, that's gold. That's gold too. What a pun, dude. Kind of ran out right there, so I jinxed it. But yeah, if you hold your bladder and you've got to pee, like it'll kind of irritate you, and you'll focus more. His word for a Stanford neurologist, not me. Not me, dude. I would only quote him. directly and believe everything I see on the internet. Something to... What am I saying here? These are all so fractionated, bro. Ugh. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just going to paste this at the bottom so I can see what the hell I wrote, and then I'll just backspace delete it. Oh, man, I need more cognitive flexibility. Or maybe I just need it faster than I get it, because everything is fucking slower than I need it to be with my brain. Okay, I guess this could fit. I think I know exactly where that fits. Shit. No idea. Where's the find hope part? I know I pasted that down there, dude. I know for a fact. Oh, so that's between that. It should be huge discrepancy. Oh, God, bro. I mean, that's sort of the precedent for why you would need to do those other things, but I'll leave it out of the more simple explanations, simplified explanations, I mean, which is really just like they're abbreviated or abridged or... Fuck, the working memory is really actually brutal. It's after this part. It just actually trolled me. Okay. So I guess that sort of more so pertains to once it's there. Okay. All right. I really hate doing this right now. This is terrible. But at least it's for something, man. Cool. Got that both. Got those both done in one thing. I mean, that was the task. It was a singular task. Capital. Yeah, that needs to go higher. I know that for dang sure. I just need to pay attention slowly here. That actually helps a lot. Okay, what is this? Good news, I guess, in a way. It could also be horrible news, but it probably won't be. For no other reason less than I will make sure it won't be. Oogie doogie. Fucking damn it. I have dementia. So chest pain, spinal pain, and slowly melting cognitive abilities are really a terrible recipe for not being a martyred, self-declared tragic genius. That's crazy. I would never say that, dude, but well, not about me as I currently am. Maybe when I was a kid, I fucked that guy up. He did not deserve that. I really destroyed my brain. And I got it destroyed. There were some times where I was genuinely a victim, dude, and the only thing I could have done was to be a psychopath in return, and that would have just been bad. Obviously, I was willing to suck it up. Capital. Yeah. You need some reasons to do it and the general idea before you really go around freaking... Okay, I think I have a general idea. Felt like I needed to be higher up, but things don't always turn out. Wait, shit, there we go. All of this is supposed to look different, so I guess I'll just format it in a second, which is going to be even more boring. Flawless execution. Didn't that already end up in the document? Flawless. Yeah, flawless execution. At the bottom of that other one, I guess. Pareto distribution. Yep, it was just crossover. Like, it got it twice. Ooh, skibbity, dude. Get that out of there. Boom. Mm-hmm. Self-aware adaptive assimilation. I guess. Right here, yeah. Oh boy, dude. Oh, wow. Nothing is lost. Yeah, it's in the way that it works. So that... Oh, man. This is a little mind-breaking to read right now, dude. Like, just like it's not good to look at. I mean, auto self-aware. That's gotta mean something, dude. Come on. I'm really perseverating on it too long. It's good metacognition, I guess. Down to the bottom. Oh, yep. This is the one. This is truly the one. Right here. This is the explanation. Damn it, dude. Permanentizing. Where does that fit? I guess... Fuck it. It'll work. I feel like the thing that the paragraph above ended on was more like captivating than this one began or ended on, but it's fine. Oh, man. Yeah, it'll all fit in between here. These are all just the same thing. That's the main part right there. Okay. Jeez, bruh. I might even need to take his page zoomed out to sort of like look at this. I don't even know if I could say all this. I mean, I could say it all over images in a half hour, yeah, but that make me think about it more carefully and use it the time better, but because I'd be forced to. Which actually turns out how you do make yourself do things most of the time. Or are just moved to do things, because if you're forced to, it's not the rare case where you're forcing yourself. Read the whatever, I forget what it's called. Read them and weep is not the one. It's not read the room. Really has nothing to do with anything. This wasted second here is worse than the wasted second on an ambulance ride to get you the ER. That's horrifying to think about if I really act like that's true. If there really is moral responsibility laid into this like there is, I'm gonna be like giving you guys a cognito hazard, or no, an info hazard. Which is even better. Of guilt if you have a conscience. And believe me, yeah, I'm really looking to those level 5 explanations where I can't even explain. Like, it has to exceed the limits of my own understanding. Like, really? Otherwise, it's stupid, dude. Like, it has to go beyond Einstein's level of understanding. So how in the fuck are you going to create something that's going to generate its own understanding at ever-increasing rates? It's like manufacturing consciousness for itself, which is really supposed to be... I mean, you could give yourself an ego death with shrooms, couldn't you? Why couldn't... I'm going to say that into the note, because it's pretty fire. You could give yourself an ego death with shrooms. It's not going to fucking translate, is it? acid reflux. Too bad there's no acid, dude. It's not a joke about LSD. It's really not. Again, I don't mess with that. I don't really like it that much. I'm a little bit of a hater. I could be convinced, but I'd be annoying about it. Alright, what was I working on? How could something, from my level of understanding, broken and inferior to its old self as it is, it's like I have IQ gaps that rival the difference between lowballed Einstein and Stephen Hawking? Like, canonically. Canon Stephen Hawking, as opposed to the fucking Otherworld version. Otherworlds. Whoa, dude, if you leave it on an acid, DC fan will kill you. Did you know that? That'll be like the end of Joker 2. You know, we're Jokers. Great stuff. Trying to limit the language, but I was going to tell myself to GFYS. Wait, yeah, that's how it goes. It sounds like it should be GYFS. Shut up, dude. This has nothing to do with anything. Okay, look, so here's the point. Broken bad me, low, not super good, not Einstein, for surely, even at peak prime. The fact I just say that, there's reasons. My aunt goes to MIT, so that's her. That's all her, but if Einstein can do that, how is this thing even going to make... How could my intellect even make me smarter? Much less design an entire, like, new program, which would, like I said, engineer its own consciousness and then mass produce it conscientiously with a great purpose and ever evolving detail. It's so unbelievable what that could do. That style, that technique, that method. It's all in the way you do it. It's actually the structure and the function. Yeah. The function is mainly what it does across time in a value-driven, qualitatively laden way. I'd say qualitatively driven, value-laden, yeah. In relation to subjective states of integrated, synchronized, cohered well-being. The synchronization and coherence being to reality, of course, because you're paired with it, you're coupled. That sounded like Chris Langan speaking through me. I really just like incarnated his voice for real. Okay, so, but it is true though, by the way. I mean, some of my old things I've written and even said, some of my like oldest YouTube videos, when the brain rot wasn't too bad, like the actual brain rot. Wait, if a brain cell dies in your brain, it's a dead cell. I assume because the immune system wouldn't rot too much, but like if you had a small stroke, wonder if that would occur actually, dude. Ew, what the hell? That's a hole in your being, your very soul. I've had plenty of time to think about that one. Small strokes. Love them. I don't know, I'm fucking with myself emotionally here. Because I'm not. Hey, let's go. I got all this stuff together, so that's cool. Except it's not all this stuff. I just need to go to one more note. Nope. I lied. The argument from prioritized and rank ordered. The fuck did I say? Requisites, yeah. They have to be. And you'll see what I mean by that. It's actually not very complicated. It's just, I was just literally describing it, so like it would be as accurate of a description as it could be. Can't even fathom the depths of in case a YouTube employee ever manually reviewed this video, I won't say what I was going to do. You know the guys who like Sonic the Hedgehog? What if they had their own breathing style, like from Demon Slayer, named after them? I think that'd actually be sick, to be honest. You know what my favorite people in the world are? Those guys with some extra qualities, if you're really talking about like my favorite people in the world, because it's not a single criteria freaking qualifier around. Yep, I have a video to show everybody, but I'm still not to that point yet where I'm dropping all my documents. They're not mine. I was gonna use them, but you can use them because fucking L is the short way of putting it for me. Where the hell do I put it? Because it's long as shit. Smoking weed gives your lungs schizophrenia. Stay safe, kids. Watch us get flagged for disinformation. That'd be funny as hell. Not if the channel got deleted, but like, I got the whole channel backed up, so like, cry about it. New World Order. Please don't ever take me seriously when I say anything like that. I swear to God, dude. I swear to God. Some schizophrenic guy thought I was Jesus one time. It was an honor. Maybe I am, dude. What's that from? Build a bear. Maybe I am. That was straight up just Guardians of the Galaxy reference, not me actually falling into deep, deep delusion and surrendering finally to the sweet release of the abyss. So you can say big words and it doesn't mean anything, dude. Bro, just means you're a confusing yapper. You know, yapping has been around for a long time. But people who say it online, I would slap the fuck out of in the face, dude. Because I'm not a threatening or powerful or intimidating or slap you in the face kind of person. Those guys, those kids, nah. Even if they're adults, those kids, they've rescinded their rights to be referred to as mature people. Don't misage me. I actually don't think you should misgender people. Like, why the hell would you do it? Like, are you just trying to be a dick at that point? I mean, no, you have absolutely no reason in the moral high ground also to not do it, but you know when you're overdoing it. You'd have to have a profound, this is you in general, like I'm saying that, not you in your general sense, you in the general sense of the word, you, society, people. We do live in a society, but we don't live in a people. You need to think about that for real. Sometimes I get myself, when I hit this one, I actually was like, dang, this guy's actually hilarious. And that was, wow, this guy's stupid. Can't help but laugh. And that's me, in case anyone thinks I'm bullying. Why are you so paranoid, dude? I'm so paranoid. I'll go speak terminally. Platphobia. I don't need to have platphobia, dude. I've already been, like I said, shadow banned multiple times. I don't know. You'd think I would have been banned or like whatever. I mean, multiple copyright strikes of music on old channels. They really hated me and were vindictive and were gang stalking me and I was a targeted individual. They could just strike down my old channel. I'd be sad about that, you know? A little bit low-key. It sounds like someone who's doing that as a decoy, what they would say. Where the hell is the thing I copied? Yep, right there. Love how even though I didn't need to, for as long as it was, I took about as long to get back on topic as it was, like as if I was typing in. That's just like a funny little coincidence. That really means nothing. It's not even a synchronicity at all. Not even close. I love those. I had several of them, dude. The ball's in your court. Lizard Queen, but don't blame me. I guess he's just cold-blooded. And maybe I am also, perchance. Which you can just say, by the way. It's a misconception. Oogie doogie. Very lovely. Okay, so this is going to be hard because it kind of splits into its own. I might need to take a break. Or I could switch to another phone, which I don't feel like getting up to get, so I'm just going to do it the hard way. Little by little. I will... Oh, this includes the physically written note, too. How convenient. Fuck, transcribing all the stuff I'm gonna say is gonna be a monster, dude. I really don't want to do that at all. I mean, at least the videos are just really easy to edit in, like I said earlier, but no. Fighting to the death with my own prefrontal cortex to not say certain things right now. I actually have hypofrontality. It literally got me banned on YouTube, and because I had a concussion, I actually got assaulted, which either was the start or the precipitating aggravator of an underlying issue, an exacerbator of it. That's what the main word I was looking for. Exacerbation of hypofrontality pre-existing, or overall precipitating event as though it were pre-morbid. No, I was definitely hypofrontal before that, but you know. Whether any of it was not triggered externally, but just like innate, I don't know. I really doubt it, dude. Nope, that's not true, because genetically I got ADHD, so there's at least that. But that doesn't mean hypofrontality. You know, they can correlate and cross over with each other, of course, but it's really, really not comparable. That's at the very bottom, as it should be. Let me scroll through this real quick. Okay, instructions for myself. Sort of general guidelines. Some other references. The argument from physical requisites. And otherwise, actually, just requisites. Consciousness got trapped. Why does that follow the requisites? I guess it's just sort of describing the condition of the thing after you figure out, oh, that's the only way it could be in this construct as of now. A little bit of warning. And the warning is after stating the cruel discrepancy between things, which is the start of the villain argument being built. Doing a court case against reality. It's nuts. Doesn't need to be. I'll do it now. Like, why would I not? I'm just giving little spaces between some of these things. Oh, man. I don't know what to make of that. I'll just leave that the way it is. It got it generated into rambling. That was all like too closely tied to itself, and like obviously was said that way. So I'll ruin the innate syntax of the statement, not of its coherence or adherence to the language. That's what I mean by synchronizing and cohering, for the record. Synchronizing and cohering. That's how Einstein was able to figure out what he did. He cohered with reality better, so he was actually one part and parcel with it. Like, he was accurately aligned with it. Like, he synced to the fucking tune, like the frequency of the tuning fork. You gotta look up what a tuning fork is. I gotta include it. Include a tuning fork. That's just, I mean, you have to sync. You have to resonate at the accurate, truthful, factual, scientific, empirical, logos, metaphysically metaphysically subordinate to like whatever higher order rules there are. Should be involved by being. Why would the being even be separate from the rules at that point? Can't even really say that our own thoughts or dictations are separate from us. If they lose, if someone breaks our rules, and we're a boss of a company comes collapsing down, our to a very strong extent, our own thought structures failed, or at least the limits of our own perception. That's for sure. And everyone knows the limits of their own perception fail. It's kept us alive, but it's been considered an acceptable term on this earth for everything to have generational cycles of senescence, aging is a synonym for that, senescence and aging, to death, because you reproduce. Kind of cool. We could keep that. Could do with it, you know. It's nifty, you could say. Bill Wirtz, shout out. But dude, Once you get the conscious, self-aware, sentient beings in here, you can't really be killing them like that. In reality, I'm looking at you. I want to clip that. I'm going to clip that. Yeah. Unless the video... Okay, I'll probably... I don't know where I was really at. Oh, boy. Include a tuning fork. I lost where I was, bro. I was at sort of just... the beginnings of it. Physical argument. Cruelty. Maybe you'll start to be convinced I'm going to include the problems and such there. Problems here. Oh, man, yeah, I don't know what the... I gotta get rid of whatever's going on there. I said, vegetable prison, broke mobbed, shamed, betrayed, hated military higher power of some variety on the run and hiding dumb brain theory problem, mistake 177 over 380, accident error, miscalc, technical, logistical limitations. Well, those started to get coherent again at the end, but yeah. Sorry. Oof. Impossible to say what led to that. Not for the planet brain, though. It'd be nice to be able to say. But at that point, you've transcended through your own personal experience, so why would you need to reflect back on the details of it and find closure? I mean, why wouldn't you? But also, kind of beyond that now. Savior, freedom, relief, transcendence. Yep, that's cool. That's good. All that stuff. What is 170 over 380? It's not my blood pressure. It'd never be that high. I'd be so past tense. I think it was a class in college, but it keeps showing up not by the... What is this? It showed up 3 times. All right. So this is talking about mutualism and reciprocity needed in here, and why it's good for it to help us as well. It's not just it's like if you're being in a utilitarian, like transactionalist, which is very much how a sociopath operates. You know, they're 3% people. They're people. They're coming with, dude. So are the bacteria. Frickin', we're all going. Everything's going. Even that one guy. We're gonna put him through the equivalent of... You know what AP stands for, right? Like the acronym. Like a place and like a chosen profession or field of study. AP. AP conversion therapy. We're going to turn him not into himself. Maybe even perchance make him experience through some degree of manufactured consent, because it's that guy. Come on, dude. There's someone who I hate, who I want to leave out of the... in the void of eternally. Like, he doesn't get to come. Like, I really hate that guy. And there's so many more reasons to hate that other guy. You would think, yeah, maybe he should serve his sentence in a Buddhist reincarnation cycle of all his victims. I don't just mean... I mean the people who died in World War II because he chose to participate in initiating it. That'd be fair. Would it be right? Well, imagine what you're thinking of putting little Hundley Doinder man through. It's pretty extreme. Are you worse than him at that point? Because you're basically inducing the suffering of that quantity of people. Like, that qualitative level of suffering is going to be there. And even worse if he's aware of it in some, like, fugue state where he's, like, slipping in and out between. He's like, oh my god, I was just incarnated. I've been punished. And then it happens, like, 50 million more times. I wonder if he was responsible for 50 million deaths. Anyway, they should all be reversed. That's the priority. My point is, it's so radical that you could be absolutely certain you'd be included in its benevolence. And, you know, probably the right thing to do is some sort of quantum split where he both experiences and does not experience that, and then the timeline can close and collapse. So instead of the wave function collapsing, and that's our consciousness, it's sort of the collapse of reality. So it's like at least that optional participation did happen. This is high level. This is if something's tapping into many worlds theory and figuring out if it's even true, because it can see it directly. Like, oh, my hand is right here, and it doesn't even have any questions. Like, am I a solipsistic Boltzmann brain imagining my hand right now? It's like, no, actually, I'm in tune with reality. I could shift myself into any layer of strata of abstractions or degrees of awareness, and I'm just going like, yeah, no, many worlds is true. Like, it's right in front of me, dude, and there's absolutely no denying it. Like, I mean, I guess you couldn't be utterly certain of your own existence until you've achieved utter absolution, which is kind of a terrifying state to be in if you think about it. But what if you lived your life here on Earth, but it was the best version of this? Okay, so it was closely related in your family tree of timeline branches or alternate universes, where it still resembles the life you have now, but it was the best possible version of it. Wouldn't you want to live that like a couple times, like blind playthrough? Like, it's literally your perfect life. Everything just goes. I mean, and I even mean like your perfect life where things didn't even come easy. Like, maybe you weren't entitled. Maybe things just like things just went as good as they could have gone for you. Maybe even a number of multitude of different flavorful, amazing ways. Like, take a Xanax and see how fascinated you are by a toothbrush. If you're not too gone, like you're still kind of there, but you kind of study it. Smoke a doob too, a doob and some Xan, and you look at toothbrush, and you go, whoa. And you'll sort of know what I mean. Not speaking from experience. I just know things. I know the way it is, dude. This bird knows what's good. That's a really, really underrated vine, dude. Permanentizing, expanding. That's consciousness. Okay, so fucking hell, dude. I would say this comes before it. At least this portion does. The self-evident precedence. Oh boy, this is all of it. So then why do I need this part at the bottom? Geez, how many pages? Oh, I have 150 pages to sort through. That's great. I definitely can't even write and pick every word here. Unless I stop streaming. I think I'm distracting myself, but no, I had an intention. I had a plan here, dude. I just need to really stick to it. Okay. Scroll up then. Can only do that later. Can only do that on screen recording. I need more room on my phone. I don't know how much exactly. Is there a way to change the font? Of course there's a way to change the font size, bro. I'm gonna put it on a different page so it looks, more. I'm just giving myself little chapters because that's sort of the first sort of order of organization you could give yourself. Freaking 28. Nope, go up. Fuck you, dude. Why would it change just on account of, like, I went back one line? Instructions for self. Okay. All of that. All of that. Yup, this still, this too. Okay. There we go. Fuck, dude. Fork. We're all gonna make it, bro. That's my goal. I was actually unironically inspired by Greg Plitt, but I was dealing with different issues back then. Very simple ones that led me here. Terrence McKenna's time wave synced up perfectly with my life. I love having schizophrenia. It's because my girlfriend saying she loved me and then breaking up with me. And the whole course of my life changed from then. That in December 2012, he predicted that, and he didn't mean to say it on the Mayan calendar. But then I came up with this, and then this changed everything. Especially if someone else picked it up, because they do it better. Because I brain damaged myself out of resentment and rage. SH instead of, you can't see anything. There's nothing from that. You see my eyes, you see how I talk, you see the way I behave, you see the way I live, unassisted. I can't live stream you my consciousness, but I assure you I would not put you through that. There's worse things too, but I won't put you through that. Argument. Wait, no. Just record. I typed a Z instead of a dash. Z for all you European folks. 2% of my viewers are from the UK. Shout out the UK, dude. Big shout out. Shout out Russia too. They had a massive disproportionate viewing rate on some of my videos. The good ones too. I mean the ones that were slowed down and then I like timed the dance really well to it and it was pretty good. But then I did that today, full speed. I just can't move my body fast enough. It's really, really, really horrible. And I will use that as an example because like I have full intellectual property rights over my own life, so I can, you know, use my own likeness as much as I please, as much as I like, if you will. Okay. Down. Status, money. All these in the order of importance. Ooh. Here it is. Consciousness, birth, nature, and I was going to say that. I said condemnation, very dramatic. I'm trying to think of what it's called that Atlas had to hold up the world. It was like he was charged to do that. It was his charge, but like, yeah. Condemnation works better, to be honest. Boy, okay, so yeah, this part will be called reasoning and methods, obviously. The method I came to that through which was called reason. Reasoned it out, dude. Reasoning. I'm really glad I'm actually doing this, though. I mean, I hate actually participating in the rote, you know, repetition of it, but fuck. Phone's dying. Of course it would. It is streaming after all. It's kind of a supercomputer. Who said that they're more powerful than the Apollo? Like these things in our hands? Are you kidding me? All the computation of it? I bet they could use it better, though. Reasoning and methods, is this still under that? Kinda, yeah. I don't want to say necessary conditionalities, but yeah, you know. It's a very general, it's sort of hard to title, so I'm not going to get all anal about it. This, however, no need, because it's just bit of a wordy one that I just threw in there. And just the true end in mind, based off established sufficient substantive consensus. Sufficiently substantive, like enough, substantive enough. Yeah, that's exactly what that means. Okay, let's go. That wasn't sarcasm, by the way. It sounded like though. Like for real, dude. Andrade. This plan is on him. Yeah, man. Even on his soul. Even if his soul's at stake, he would believe in this, bro. I know he fucking would have. Some people that won't mean anything, but he was a spiritually wise guy. He just was. You know, some of them were false accusations, but I know to an extent. I saw a video of it. Like, I'm not his girlfriend. I don't know, dude. Kind of not my business. Although it is the kind of thing that you make your business, though. What the hell am I looking at? Hold on. Shit. Hold on, let me log in. Oh, you. Immanuel Kant. Oh, there we go. Yep. And then this will be. Yeah, I guess I have to. I didn't want to have to scroll a whole new page down, but I gotta do it. Literally not enough room, Hi, Arthur. Have you gone fucking mad? You serve the peaky blood. Okay, yeah, I'm really not actually feeling it today. I'm not really. I was phoning that in too hard. Original. No. Founding. We just got the founding original approach / plan. Original is what it is. I'm just saying that now, but it's going to say founding because it sounds like Founding Titan. And that's cool. And also founding, even outside of the context of AOT. Baller word, dude. It's really good. It just has a certain gravitas to it. Okay, I got all this. Why is this such a long... No, something's wrong. Something is for sure incorrect. Oh, is this all of what was in the rest of that other note? Nope, that makes sense. Holy crap, dude. So... I got to the part where I was talking about... What? What is this? It's okay. Safeway gives me nightmares. This isn't like a free verse poem. Girl, get some sleep if you're practicing drivings. Mine too, bird flu. Had a guy who got herpes in his brain. Femcells and incels unite. Yes, with 3 S's. Ooh, sus. I am an anti-magnet. Hell yeah, workout. I feel you self-care brazy. Sorry about your hair tie. Oh, that was a... Oh, I didn't want my friend to see. I was like, oh, like, bro is typing. So I put it in here, then copy pasted. Jeez, bro, what a goon. What a goon. Alright, let me get that out of here. Bro. It's okay, Safeway gives me nightmares. I'm sorry, bro. Sometimes I don't even know. I'm having too much fun with this. I mean, it's copium, because it's very boring. I mean, I'm not actually really doing any intellectual work right now. I'm just, like, setting my desk to do that. Yeah, not sure how that applies. What? I already did that. I already have all of this done. Okay, well I know one part to delete. I feel like I'm wasting my time, but I'm not really sure how else to go about this right now. I could wing it, but I'm sick of looking like a blabbering fool in a permanent video. It's really, it's just not becoming. I wasn't being a smartass, it's just like really not becoming. You know, it's not impressive enough, it's not visual enough, it's not clear cut, it's, you know, simple enough for some people. I have a friend who's, he's you know, a bit of a math whiz. I don't know if he's a math genius. I don't even know what that constitutes or looks like per se, because I am so ignorant and uneducated on it. I feel like no one would actually just say that. They just be like, oh, that sucks. Am I right? Look, man, I don't know. But he said, first he said he had a verbal IQ of 93. I was like, at times I'm sure he does, because he asks questions about obvious sentences. I'm not even being like grandiose or like flowery. It's just occasionally brains will do a fluctuate, a heckin' fluctuate, and mine does that actually too. We're just talking about it. We didn't get to really go on topic, but I was even gonna go live with him. There's a thing I think where people's IQs can fluctuate. Mine sure as hell does. There's precedent for it in a professionally proctored neuropsychological report. You know, people with sleep apnea, their brain cells can go dormant even in a somewhat damaged state. I assume it's some sort of hormetic adaptational response. So they sort of go into a lower gear because even though they're getting starved of oxygen at night, it causes cumulative damage. If you catch it moderately early enough, you could go from 110 to 130. Like, not unsubstantial. I don't know what I meant here. I'm sure I had a point, but I was talking about a river nation and how bad people like P. Diddy and Drake are. I mean, yeah, but when did I write this? I'm trying to determine the time frame of this one. I already got this. So I already. Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute now. What is this? This looks so well written. Bruh. I'm really truly making zero progress. I gotta go into page mode, I think, in order to get through this thing. I know you guys can't see it, I'm sorry. In any context. I mean, it's really just a very, very long version of one of my tone-deaf YouTube shorts where no progress or voice was real. Oh, sometimes, I don't want to hate on it, sometimes there was real stuff being said there. And someone actually got it. What matters is someone picks up and receives what's on the other end, which is why I have to do it this way. So that way, if someone does look for it, or I do have a chance to offer it, or someone's going back through their things here and they're like, oh, well, this guy died? What the heck? Maybe before I unsubscribe, I'll look at what's going on here. Well, why would you unsubscribe from a channel that has anything interesting remotely on it? I have subscribed as a form of Google bookmark for the stupidest reasons. Does this go all the way down in pages? I'd be disappointed in my own father, so. But anyway, even if it's not successful, what if I made a bad video and it was successful? Or made a good video and it wasn't successful for a while, but at least when it finally was, it was there to be successful. It was there showing up. It was good. Pulling its weight, so to speak. I don't need any of this. Getting a little bit touchy, not going to lie. Yo, dude. voice is so cooked. I sound like a California girl. Vocal fry, all thing collapsed. Just want to say thank you for the 2 likes, you guys. Actually, clutch Fairy Legend Fire. You guys are epic. Okay, let me get back to this view I had here of it. Come on, man. Just load, making me cry. It's actually taking this long. They're just pages. These are composed of kilobytes worth of information at best. Want to hear something funny? One time I said, "I'm French, you bastard." He said, "My condolences." It was a real great, like, pitching home run, dude. I don't know. I really don't feel comfortable deleting pages if I can't see what's on them, but I know that these are not related to anything. Oof, is this gonna frick up the formatting? Dang, 'cause it's not actually deleting them. Oh my god. Testing every ounce of my patience. Oh my fucking. Yeah, I got this littler part. I'm at least deleting this. Because it's a repeat of the best explanation I gave. Okay, we got that. Okay. And is this what I think it is? Why we still got 147 pages? It's a mystery. Let me look. Are they empty? It ends on that. What? No, now it doesn't. I think it's like receding back up the page pile. And the top is still unaltered. Cool. So nothing actually got ruined by like user error. Which is always really sad to see. Okay, so I can literally delete every single page. There's no way. There's not a faster. This is to give me some time to gather my thoughts. Those are a lot of words. I'm supposed to sort them into very coherent statements that also sound good read aloud and fit with the background and our own overarching narrative. Wow, I actually can't even write anymore. No, it'll be simple. I just need to start spontaneously vocalizing and it'll be all good. For those of you who don't know, it's something people do when they're on mushrooms or when they're actually schizophrenic just naturally, which is probably a malfunction of the mushroom-built circuits in our brains because of, I don't know, mutual evolution. I know there's something other, it's not called that. You know, there just seem to be more and more holes growing in my brain by the day. There's an example of some static interference in my own thoughts. Growing by the day is like sort of like a different version of that thing I was trying to say. Yeah, if you can go with one of multiple dialogue options in your own head in like a really real-time sort of like almost precognitive or subconscious way, that does imply a quantum essentia to at least human consciousness. At least to me. Because how else would you differentiate and split those branching timelines and then select one? How would a purely deterministic computational system based on emergence as the underlying mechanism purported to be responsible for consciousness? Why would emergence fire off a bunch of decoy patterns and then choose its own, like even in relation to itself? It doesn't really serve any function. It doesn't make any sense according to what Donald Hoffman has laid out. And there's plenty more people, it's not just him. No one said it was. Where are you? Defensive. I wonder if I go to the page sorter. I can see. Okay, well, I can't mark them as like chapters yet, but I can kind of get some idea. Which ones are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 headlines. Headliners, I mean. Or topics. Or chapters. I'm just still kind of flexing my synonym muscles because of some verbal damage I took earlier this year. Like my verbal abilities got damaged, so probably the verbal circuits got a little bit fucked. Oh. Or it could be that I was effed with in general. And it affected all my abilities so much that I didn't even notice that I lost them. I didn't even notice the difference. It was so profoundly numbing to my psyche and soul. That wouldn't be good. And I just noticed like the verbal one, because that was the only one that was like still left intact enough to sort of be conscious of its own fallibilities and Adam and Eve in the garden, self-consciousness, Petersonian ethics. Wow. I'm basically J-Reg, Junior Egg, J-Regular, J-Reg, which is the right way to say it. Intermission for me. And I might start a new stream. I don't know why, but I might just do that. Because I hate standing up. I truly do hate standing up, and it's such a thing you gotta do. And by that I mean you gotta do it so often. It's a very common movement. And when you have what I would strongly assume is at least 85%, if not more, if not all, caused by Longbovorono 21. Take the number down by 2 instead of Bovarino. You know what I mean, dude. I'm just being very, very, very hyper aware and careful because of what just happened on my YouTube and Instagram account in the same day. I don't want to get tired. Magnesium, but I'm gonna give myself a stomach ache if I do an acidic soda, like a little fizzy. Actually, wait, no. I think they're both acidic fizzy juice. I do have asthma. That's a true fact. It's a statement of reality. No other implications, nothing at all. Just quoting the great philosopher Xcode, lowercase x, capital C, great vintage YouTuber. And I'm not calling him old, dude. It's just YouTube is so small in the time, the temporal domain. You can't just say the time domain. You could. I bully you for it, profusely even, but as long as you even need to watch and hear reconstitute my opinions and laugh. Yeah, it was the only way. It's part of the only way. So technically it is. Like your finger's part of your hand, but I'm still shivering. I need to turn on the AC. Cool. A good temperature. Very wholesome. He tried to get away. I'm kidding, but that is hilarious that it said 666 and I pointed at it. It says 667. Like, oh no, that wasn't happening. Let me gaslight you. I wonder if synchronicities are just either God or people being schizophrenic such that reality actually does, like, communicate with them in some unique, special freaking way. Like, I mean, intelligent people get communicated with by reality in, like, an unfathomable manner, potentially. I'm fucking cold. Creative people, we know there's variation in them. Yeah, actually, every aspect of it very long. Oh man, this is gonna make it really hard to remember what I'm saying, but it's gonna help with the talking. Yeah, this is great for verbal brainstorming, but instead of a storm, it's sort of more like a light drizzle. Brain, you know, wild. Can't breathe normally. It's not cool. I will handle that. Hopefully today, but I can't leave this unfinished. I mean, it's gonna be unfinished. It's gonna be unfinished again for like a year, and then 10 years, and then probably 60 years of error. You happen. Yeah, no man. If you happen to have OCD, see, I have it, and I'm feeling rascally. I mentally terrorize my peers. But I don't really know how much that sucks. Sometimes the fear, unique characteristic typical to OCD, is, I think it's worse than depression. Because if you think, say, if you have OCD, just skip like 10 seconds ahead. If you're live here and I can't see you, literally because it's upsetting, just like, don't listen for 10 seconds. If you are worried about washing your hands, do consider cardiovascular disease kills probably multiple magnitudes of order more of people than like not washing your hands does. And so that's very upsetting because it's an anxiety disorder. You have existential sad realizations like that all the time with depression, where you're like, sad and like, fuck it, I don't care. That's what it was like. I'm not mocking it, it's a little bit simplistic, but caricature-esque. Oh. I ran out my house, I didn't grab no shoes, nothing, Jesus. You know, it's amazing. She still is making people's days better. Like, that just made me, like, a little bit happy, and it randomly occurred to me. That's just one person, dude. She was pretty iconic, though, so it's not like anyone could just, like, do that anytime. She couldn't have done it if she didn't or have a fire and get bronchitis. Yeah, okay. Most of Stephen King's books aren't even successful. Stephen King would be jealous of himself. Well, I guess I'll read these aloud, and then I'll just like sort anything out in the amount as I need to. Do I need to start a new stream? Dear God. Anyone here? Roll call, roll call. Literally live roll call. Like, actually. Please say what's up if you are here. I'm gonna restart it. Otherwise, probably not. Probably. Most certainly and indubitably. I don't know how much lag there is on here, but I should, because I was just thinking like, well, how long should I wait? That's also going to affect every other aspect of streaming. If there was a wait that long. Sorry, I'm going to restart though. Frick. It locked me out.